Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, thank you so much for your support. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different, even though the market is already out. I think we're gonna do a zero to hero. I've been doing them for a while now and they're just so much fun. Unfortunately, I haven't recorded it before, so this is gonna be the first time that we're recording it. There's a lot of PvP action in this video, so I hope you guys stick around. And thank you so much for all the comments and liking the videos. It really motivates me to keep making the content for you guys because I know it's being well received. So just a quick thank you. And anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. As you can see, we are just 7 gear score, so it is all just squire gear. So let's jump into the first game. Not even going to spend any gold on meds or pots. We're going straight into it. Alright, so we are in normals, but I'm going to give you a little bit of spoilers here. You kind of saw me hover over the map and the module that I want to go to, which is that big square module with all the loot bodies on the ground. And yeah, there's not a lot of action in this game, and usually on the first game of a zero to hero, I do try to stay away from PvP, just because you're severely undergeared to everybody else. So right now, the game plan is going to be to make it to the bottom right-hand corner of the map, loot that square module, and usually you can make a lot of profit just doing that. So whenever I start a zero hero, that's usually how I like to go about it. And if that module doesn't spawn in your map module pool, then just try to loot the module that you spawn in and get to your closest extract. If you do this a couple of times, you'll probably end up with like close to 1,000 gold over 2 games. So again, I kind of know all the spawns now for all those loot bodies. Kind of gotta be careful what I say so YouTube doesn't like shadow ban the video, but yeah, we'll go ahead and loot up a couple of these. We'll move over to that module and we'll loot the rest of it. This does end up being a pretty peaceful game. Alright, and through the magic of editing, we made it to the module, and yeah, let's go ahead and loot all of this and see if we can. Alright, and we do manage to make it out of this game with about 600 gold worth of sellables. And let's jump into the next one. Alright, so I cut out all the boring content for you guys. I essentially ran 2 more times, made about 1,500 gold in total, and then managed to just go into the market and spend about 100 gold to 150, maybe 200 pieces of gear. And the stats that I was mainly looking for were movement speed, getting my physical damage and magical damage bonus to about 10% or so, and getting to about like 130 HP with 35% PDR. I think that's a really strong mixture of stats for Cleric right now, and that is what we're rocking in this first game. So let's go ahead and continue our adventure. Alright, so as I was moving module to module, I do see a barbarian here with a felling axe, so let's see if we can catch up to him. And say hi. And here homeboy decides to drop the emote on us, and this is where I knew I would chase him to the ends of the earth. I think that sequence of events highlights how strong it is to just stack movement speed wherever you can. So nothing too crazy on the barbarian, but we will go ahead and yoink up some of his loot and yeah, emote that. Alright, so we finally make it to the square module, and I do hear somebody just coming into the module as well. So let's see if we can find out what he has in his inventory. And some decent gear, nothing too crazy. So we'll go ahead and take a couple of upgrades here, get a little bit more treasure, and we'll call it for this game. Alright, so right at the start of game number 2, we do hear a new opponent, a new challenger, and it looks like he is stacking a lot of movement speed. So I gotta be careful when taking this fight. And very, very unfortunate there that we hit the barrel, or we might have been able to finish it right there and then. But let's enjoy this fight. Protection is on cooldown, so I'm just kiting away. I don't want to engage the fight unless I have both Divine Protection and Smite up. So let's just kite around for a little bit here. Alright, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a huge rookie mistake there. I forgot about that spike trap there, and it looks like it just double ticks me, which is very, very unfortunate. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm panicking just a tiny bit here. So let's see if we can heal up. Alright, so we do see the Cleric over there. We are going to manage to heal up to full. But the problem now is that I do hear somebody else above us at this point while I was running away. And yeah, now we don't just have that Cleric to contend with. We have somebody else upstairs that if we do get into a fight, it's just going to third party us. So my game plan is I want to try to make it to high ground and make them fight while I still play defensive. And then maybe I can be the person to clean up the fight. Alright, so I don't know if you see that door over there in the left-hand side, but the Cleric did end up beating his opponent, so now it's back to 1v1, and yeah, let's see how this fight plays out. Alright, so pretty bad range management there on my part. I got lucky with that bat hitting him there and landed a really nice clean hit around the pillar. So we're both very low, so let's go for round 3, I guess. Alright, so I do manage to make it to the high ground, and we find him again. And we do hit his pinky toe for the win there, and yeah, his gear is pretty decent here, so we'll go ahead and scoop up most of that. And yeah, this was probably one of the more fun fights I've had in a very long time. A lot of back and forth, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So let's loot up the rest of this, and then I will show you guys a bonus clip that should make everybody happy. So as I'm looting the square module, I do get jumped by a bear druid. He does a bunch of damage to me, but we do end up getting our revenge for the mini heart attack he gave us, and yeah, well deserved for playing druid. That's all I can say. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.